an honor to have you all here for the inaugural ceremony of the two-day National Summit on Geospatial Technology. This event is jointly organized by the Department of Botany, St. Joseph Vaz College, and the Department of Electronics and Computer Engineering, Padre Cossasan College of Engineering, in collaboration with Goa State Remote Sensing Center. Technology is not just about innovation, it's about shaping the future. And today, we stand at the forefront of one such transformative field, geospatial technology, which is revolutionizing mapping, environmental management, urban planning, disaster response, and much more. It is truly an honor to have this gathering of brilliant minds, academicians, industry experts, researchers, and students coming together to explore new frontiers in geospatial sciences. We are privileged to have an esteemed panel of dignitaries gracing this occasion. Please join us in welcoming Chief Guest Professor Harilal Menon, Honorable Vice Chancellor of the Goa University, our guest of honor, Mrs. Brenda Fernandez, Director, Goa State Remote Sensing Center, Chief Patron, Father Lucio Dias, President, St. Joseph Vaz Educational Society, Patron, Reverend Father Agnello Gomes, Director, Agnel Technical Educational Complex. We also extend a warm welcome to our Chairperson, Dr. Mahesh Parappa, Principal, Padre Cossasan College of Engineering, Vice Chairperson, Ms. Angela Serrao, Acting Principal, St. Joseph Vaz College, Convener, Reverend Dr. Bolmax Pereira, Department of Botany, St. Joseph Vaz College, and Co-Convener, Dr. Jayalakshmi Devte, HOD, Department of Electronics and Computer Engineering at PCC, along with all faculty members, students, and delegates present here today. A warm welcome sets the tone for a wonderful gathering. I now invite our chairperson, Dr. Mahesh Parappa, Principal, PCC, and the chairperson of the organizing committee to formally welcome the distinguished gathering.
Chief guest of today's inaugural, Honorable Vice Chancellor of Goa University, Professor Harilal Menon, our guest of honor, Ms. Brenda Fernandez, she is the director at GSRSC, our chief patron, Professor Father Luis, our director, Father Agnello Gomes, the convener, Professor Bolmax, the vice chairperson, Angela, the co-convener, Dr. Jayalakshmi, resource persons, dear participants, press and media persons. We are very much happy. The organizing committee is pleased to heartily welcome all of you to this 2 days National Summit on Geospatial Technology. So this is the unique effort, the special effort. This is the first time the Engineering College, Padre Cossasan College of Engineering, and the General Education College, the St. Joseph Vaz College, have come up together and organizing this, the National Summit on Geospatial Technology. So this is the occasion where, because this is the first time happened, where the self-financing college and the government-funded colleges have come together to organize this. So our experience is great, because it is a great learning for both the colleges. So collaboration and the working together. So now it has boosted our morale. So we may go a much bigger event together in the years to come. So as a part of this, we are going to sign MOU at the end of this inaugural session. Now coming to this, this is the 2 days, the National Summit. So where, the resource persons across the country, they are here with a rich experience in this, the field. So definitely the sessions will be of interesting, and also the practical sessions will be there where some softwares will be loaded, and definitely it will be useful for the researchers, participants. It may give the new dimensions, directions to your research. So make use of this the platform and get benefit out of this. So on this occasion, I wish you all the best and happy learning for all of you, and thank you.
Thank you, sir. I now request our Chief Patron, Father Lucio Dias, Patron, Reverend Father Agnello Gomes, and Chairperson, Dr. Mahesh Parapagaudar, to escort our Chief Guest and Guest of Honor to the dais. I also request Ms. Angela Serra, Reverend Dr. Bol Max Pereira, and Dr. Jayalakshmi Devate to kindly take their seats on the dais. As we embark on this enlightening journey, let us invoke divine blessings by lighting the ceremonial lamp, a tradition that signifies the pursuit of truth and knowledge. May I invite our esteemed dignitaries to kindly come forward and grace this moment by lighting the auspicious lamp. To mark the official inauguration of the summit, I now invite our patron, Reverend Father Agnello Gomes, Director, Agnel Technical Educational Complex, to deliver the inaugural address.
Good morning, everybody. Dear Professor Harlal Menon, Vice Chancellor of Goa University, the chief guest of today's event, Mrs. Brenda Fernandez, Director, Goa State Remote Sensing Center, Father Lucio Dias, President of Goa of Diocesan Society of Education, Dr. Mahesh, Principal of PCC, Professor Angela Serrao, Principal of St. Joseph Paz College, Reverend Father Dr. Bolmex Pereira, convener of this event, Dr. Jayalakshmi Devate, HOD, Department of Electronics and Computers, PCC, all faculty members of various colleges, press, other experts in the field of electronics and remote sensing, students, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this National Summit on Geospatial Technology. Thank you for being part of this landmark summit in our campus. We're indeed grateful to Dr. Professor Menon, Vice Chancellor of Goa University, for honoring us by your presence. Thank you, sir, for your unwavering guidance and support to both the colleges all these years. Welcome to our guest of honor, Mrs. Brenda Fernandez, to all the dignitaries on the days, both our teams from St. Joseph's College, led by Father Bolmex Pereira, and our PCC team, led by Dr. Mahesh and HOD Jayalakshmi. Both teams have been working very hard in a collaborative way to make this event possible. I'd like to thank, in a very special way, all the members of the various committees that were involved in organizing this event. May this today event result in not only bringing both the colleges together, but bringing us together with the expertise of St. Joseph's College from the Department of Botany and the NPCC's Department of Electronics to better our environment, sustain our communities, and spread knowledge and prosperity with equity. We are here at PCC in Agnel Ashram campus with our many institutions in the campus are into innovation to better the lives of not only our students, but of the society and the environment. We will join hands with anyone for the above reasons. Recently, our students from PCC College created an app for the traffic police for the safety of travelers, which was launched by the CM recently. My dear friends, I wish all participants all the best. God bless you and have a lovely day. Thank you.
Thank you, Father. I now request Father Lucio Dias, President of the St. Joseph Vaz Educational Society, to kindly address the gathering and share his thoughts on this occasion.
The chief guest of today's function, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Goa University, Professor Harilal B. Menon. The guest of honor, Director of Goa State Remote Sensing Center, Mrs. Brenda Fernandez. Reverend Father Agnello Gomez, Director, Agnel Technical Educational Complex, Verna. Convener of today's program, Reverend Dr. Bolmex Pereira, Assistant Professor, Department of Botany, St. Joseph Vaz College. Distinguished guests on the stage and off stage, speakers and delegates. I am pleased to be here for this National Summit on Geospatial Technology initiated by St. Joseph Vaz College, Kortaling, Goa, in collaboration with Padre Conceição College of Engineering, Verna, Goa, and supported by the Goa State Remote Sensing Center. Goa geospatial technology has become a cornerstone of modern development, impacting industries ranging from urban planning and environmental conservation to disaster management and agriculture. The ability to collect, analyze, and visualize spatial data has empowered decision makers to address global changes with precision and efficiency. In urban planning, geospatial technology facilitates smarter city designs, ensuring sustainable development and optimal resource management. In disaster response, It enables authorities to predict, monitor, and mitigate the effects of natural calamities, thereby safeguarding lives and infrastructure. In agriculture, precision farming techniques leverage geospatial insights to enhance productivity and food security. These are just a few examples of its transformative power. As we embark on this journey of exploration and innovation, let us embrace the opportunities that geospatial technology offers. Collaboration between governments, industries, and academia will be key in driving technology advancements that benefit society as a whole. Therefore, let us commit to using these tools ethically and responsibly, ensuring that they contribute to a more connected, informed, and sustainable world. I extend my best wishes to all the organizers who have made this event possible. Your dedication and contributions are paving the way for a brighter future in geospatial technology. We are all living in a new age with new aspirations, with new innovations and inventions, all moving towards a smart future. As we launch this initiative, I am confident that our collective efforts will make a significant step to harness the power of geographic data for progress and innovation. As we begin with this program, I wish all the delegates the best during this summit, and may it enrich us both for the good of our society and ourselves. Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you so much, Father. Every distinguished gathering is made even more special by the presence of remarkable individuals who have made significant contributions in their respective fields. It is with great pleasure that we extend a heartfelt welcome to our guest of honor, Mrs. Brenda Fernandez, Director of the Goa State Remote Sensing Center. To do the honors of introducing our guest of honor, I invite Dr. Anuja Naik, Assistant Professor from the Department of Ecomp Engineering, to the podium.
Good morning all. It is an honor and privilege to introduce Mrs. Brenda Fernandez, a distinguished scientist and an influential leader in the field of science, technology, environmental research and remote sensing. She currently serves as the Member Secretary of Goa State Council for Science and Technology and Director of the Goa State Remote Sensing Center, Saligaon. Mrs. Brenda has had a remarkable career spanning over 2 decades in science, technology, and research. She began her journey as a project scientist in water resources in 1997 and progressively transitioned to become chief scientist in 2022 before taking on her current leadership role. Her expertise extends across marine biology, remote sensing, watershed management, and environmental research. She has contributed significantly to oceanographic studies, participated in a 35-day research expedition on the NIO's research vessel Sagar Kanya, focusing on genetic studies of zooplankton in the Indian Ocean. With over 10 years of research experience in remote sensing, she has been trained at premier institutions such as Indian Institute of Remote Sensing, Dehradun, and ISRO, Bengaluru. Her impactful work includes the successful implementation of watershed projects in South Goa and leading on-farm trials and training programs for farmers and fisheries. Mrs. Fernandez is also a strong voice for science popularization and Education actively conducting outreach programs in collaboration with Bach Trombe and leading initiatives such as environmental education program and entrepreneurship development programs. She is a member of several prestigious governing councils, including the Goa Agri-Tech Committee, Goa State Wetland Authority, and Goa State Innovation Council. Her dedication to scientific research, environmental sustainability, and community engagement makes her a true inspiration. We are truly honored to have her as our guest of honor, and we eagerly look forward to her valuable insights and contributions to this prestigious summit. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in extending a warm and heartfelt welcome to our esteemed guest of honor, Mrs. Brenda Fernandez. Over to you, ma'am.
Respected Chief Guest of today's summit, Dr. Harilal Menon, Vice Chancellor of Goa University, Father Agnello Gomes, Director of Agnel Educational Complex, Father Lucio, the President of Diocesan Board of Education, Principal of Padre Cosisao College of Engineering, Principal of St. Joseph Vaz College, resource persons present here, esteemed colleagues, distinguished guests, faculty, and my dear students. A very good morning to all of you. It is both a privilege and an honor to be here as a guest of honor at this two-day National GIS Summit organized by PCC and St. Joseph Vaz College in association with our Goa State Remote Sensing Center. GIS and remote sensing have become essential tools in tackling some of the world's most pressing challenges. From environment conservation to urban planning, these technologies allow us to make more informed and timely decisions that have a lasting impact on the society. I'm especially excited to be here today along with the chief guest. As the chief guest is someone who has greatly influenced my journey in remote sensing, my teacher, whose knowledge and guidance continue to inspire me. It is truly a full circle moment to be sharing the stage with him, as his teachings have shaped much of the work I do in this field now. Additionally, Dr. Uday Raj, retired scientist from ISRO, another resource person for this summit, is my another mentor, whose guidance has been pivotal in my career. His contributions to remote sensing have been invaluable, and I'm thrilled that he is here today to share his expertise with all of you. As we move forward, let's remember the responsibility we carry in using data ethically, securely, and inclusively. The innovations we explore must have benefit to the society at large, ensuring that GIS and remote sensing technologies remain accessible and effective to all. I encourage everyone to continue pushing the boundaries of what we can achieve together, and I look forward to the exciting conversations and collaborations that will emerge from this summit. I thank all the organizers, all the committees involved, for giving me this opportunity. Together, let us continue shaping the future of GIS and remote sensing in the small state of Goa. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. A plant symbolizes growth, prosperity, and sustainability, values that align perfectly with the spirit of this summit. As a token of our respect and appreciation, may I request Reverend Father Agnello Gomes to present a potted plant to our esteemed guest of honor, Mrs. Brenda Fernandez. Thank you, Father. We are deeply honored to have with us today our esteemed chief guest, Professor Harilal Menon, Vice Chancellor of the Goa University, gracing this occasion with his presence. His leadership and contributions to academia have been truly inspiring, and we are privileged to welcome him to this summit. May I request Father Lucio Dias to present a potted plant to our esteemed chief guest, Professor Harilal Menon. Thank you, Father. To do the honors of introducing our chief guest, I invite Ms. Angela Serrao, Principal of St. Joseph Vaz College, to the podium.
It is indeed a privilege for having the opportunity to introduce our esteemed chief guest, Professor Harilal Bhaskara Menon, who is a professor and was the Dean of School of Earth, Ocean and Atmospheric Sciences prior to taking over as the 9th Vice Chancellor of Goa University on 3rd September 2021. Professor Menon has 36 years of teaching and research experience. Professor Menon was awarded CSIR Fellowship in the year 1984, received his MSc and obtained his PhD from Cochin University of Science and Technology in the domain of physical oceanography. He then pursued his postdoctoral studies under that fellowship at Max Planck Institute of Meteorology and Institute of Oceanography, Germany. His areas of specialization are optical remote sensing of coastal and estuarine waters and aerosol science. In his attempt to synoptically analyze the coastal process through remotely placed optical sensors, Professor Menon had developed an algorithm to retrieve chlorophyll A irrespective of turbidity level of coastal waters of the world ocean. This was named as Goa University Case 2 Water Algorithm. This is the most significant contribution in the field of optical remote sensing, and for the first time in two bands, 620 nanometer and 665 nanometer have been delineated as integral parts of future sensors to generate chlorophyll A from Case 2 waters. This study facilitated ISRO to choose two optical bands for the Ocean Color Sensor OCM3 launched on 26 November 2022. Professor Menon is a member of National Committee of ISRO to choose bands for OCM3. To carry out the above studies, Professor Menon had developed a radiative transfer model Goa University radiative transfer model. Professor Menon had a pivotal role in conceptualizing and implementing national projects such as aerosol radiative forcing over India network of boundary layer experiments and satellite coastal and oceanography research. The external cash flow as principal investigator of various projects from ISRO, MOS, INCOIS, NRB is to the tune of rupees 7.5 crore. He further concentrated on deriving methods to apply optical remote sensing for naval applications. To understand the effect of atmospheric particles on water cycle made him to successfully develop an algorithm to generate aerosol over the coastal waters of Eastern Arabian Sea from IRS P4 OCM data. He has many national and international publications to his credit and is a reviewer of various international journals. He has delivered numerous technical lectures for varied audiences and traveled widely across different countries like Japan, Singapore, Australia, Taiwan, USA, Germany, and UK, and organized various scientific sessions, chaired sessions on ocean color, aerosol, and climate in international conferences. Professor Menon has guided 12 students for their research leading to PhD degree, and 3 research scholars are working for PhD degree under him. So ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming our esteemed chief guest, Professor Harilal Menon.
A very good morning to all of you. Dr. Brenda Fernandez. In fact, I would say that this GIS summit is something very special to me because I am sharing the dais with my own student. Dr. Brenda is a student of mine in the year 1994. And then, as you have heard about her climb the ladder of success of different stages, I'm so proud to see that she's sitting with me and now she's leading the Department of Science and Technology, specifically Remote Sensing Center in the state of Goa. My congratulations, Dr. Brenda, because I could not get any chance to see you or express my happiness. Probably I will take this situation to express all the, the kind of appreciation, because as a teacher, when you find that a student has come to this level, actually the student or the students are the ambassadors of a teacher. And I always say that, after my superannuation or after my retirement, if I find that any student is coming to this level, I'll sit one corner of the hall and say that, I clap my hand and say that she is or he is my student. So same thing happened now. Father Lucio Diaz, President St. Joseph was, Father Agnello Gomez, Director for PCC, Reverend Dr. Balmax, Dr. Mahesh, Principal PCC, Mrs. Angelo, Professor Jayalakshmi, and one of my favorite from ISRO, Dr. Uday Raj. In fact, when I saw him in the morning down, I thought that, I have met him sometimes. Probably 3 or 3.5 decades back we have seen. And I'm so happy that you are here. And he is one of the best scientists available in the country. And I'm so happy that, and I'm so sure that these 2 days of workshop will certainly go in the right way, because you have an expert in the form of Dr. Uday Raj. I must congratulate Joseph Voss College and PCCE to come out with this concept of having a summit in geospatial technology, because this is timely and very pertinent. If you look at, especially, the gathering itself, you see people like Dr. Uday Raj, Dr. Singh, these people have done a lot in this, and the very fact that their presence in this gathering signifies the kind of importance this technique has, and the kind of importance so that the youngsters have to be trained in this field. And when you look at the application of geospatial technology, it actually ranges from climate change related aspect, as Dr. Brenda said, like urban planning, and then disaster resilience, like this various. But in spite of this fact, I have not seen any of the institutions in Goa is coming out with any academic program in this regard. Because I realized that the Chowgle College has a BA in geography, and in that there is one component of GIS or remote sensing. That's again a superficial way. It is not in an in-depth way. The application of this is wide, as I said earlier. I'm not going to explain anything because you will listen everything from the experts. And it's like, it's not that, people have, messed up with the GIS and remote sensing. GIS is basically a tool, geographic information system, and that integrates all the information together. When you look at any issue confronting, our common man, that could be analyzed through three different ways. One is that in situ. In situ means what? You go to the point of interest, you have a specified instrument, again, that instrument has to be calibrated, and you do the measurement. And if it is anything related to biology, you have to make sure that you follow the protocol. By the time you carry the sample to the laboratory, it should not degrade. So all those protocols have to be followed. And then you have something called simulation, numerical modeling. But numerical modeling, you need a large data. So therefore, I always consider satellite retrieved data or geophysical products from the satellite is the second. You have the in situ, then you have the satellite derived data, and then this can go into the model so that you will be able to, probably like prediction models. You have seen that how accurately ISRO is saying, or ISRO is pointing out, like saying that this is the day on this position, there is a possibility of a law, development of a law. We know that Bay of Bengal is susceptible for cyclones. And very clearly mentioned that this is where its law is going to be developed. And subsequently, the geostationary satellite monitor that and say that this is going to hit here, so that all the precautionary measures are taken to see that the lives are saved. In fact, you can see that for the last 10 years or 1 decade, if you see that, there is hardly any death due to this. So that is the kind of development, that is the kind of technological development we have as far as the space technology is concerned. Still, it has not gone to the grassroots level as far as our state is concerned. I have been, wherever I get a chance, even before I become the Vice Chancellor, I used to say the importance of this, but there is always a initiative, but then say that this is very difficult. Somebody told me that, sir, EMR, okay, fine, electromagnetic radiation. But then he says that visible, IR, microwave. I said, EMR is not only that. EMR you have from cosmic rays to radio waves. But then for application of remote sensing, we have to confine ourselves to three different rays, that is visible, IR, and microwave. But again, this is a space borne sensor, and that is coming through atmosphere. So you need to take care of the effect of atmosphere. And when you go to the shorter wavelength, like visible rays, it will have many scattering by molecules, scattering by particles, and all that. So that needs to be understood. That needs to be researched. And in fact, ISRO is eagerly, I would say, they're looking for institutions who can take up this matter. In fact, I'm so happy, I would say that I'm very happy to see that two, the scientists from ISRO, basically I would say, Dr. Naval Gund and then Dr. Shailesh Naik. Shailesh Naik is now the director of NIAS, National Institute of Advanced Studies. They were pivotal when I submitted a proposal. They were pivotal in giving me that project, and that has actually changed my life, I would say. In fact, in the year 1994, when I got the fellowship under the DAD, and then subsequently the other fellowship, I started working on the interaction of visible rays with the atmosphere and with the ocean. All that. It's basically physics and mathematics and of course statistics. These are the three things. In fact, I'm very happy to inform you that we are in the process of Goa University. I have been trying this for long, but we are in the process of establishing a center for interdisciplinary studies in space sciences. I'm getting around 2 crore from ISRO. I had discussion with the former chairman, Somanath. He was here in Goa University in connection with the convocation. And then he has agreed and submitted the proposal, and it was approved. And recently I wrote to the new chairman. So we'll be getting that. Anybody who wants to work on this, you are most welcome. In addition to that, let me also tell you that 3 to 4 months back, we have established a research park. In that, we have 3 incubators: bio incubator, health incubator, and IT incubator. So any idea, let it be related to space science or related to any, the discipline, you are most welcome. The space will give all the facilities we have in the research park will be provided free of cost. But in the event of you are coming as a startup, then we will have certain policy. Okay, so let us do that. And again, I would request that all of you, please take this. In fact, space science, when you say that, there is an engineering part and the application part. In fact, ISRO does in such a way that I have been given all the project on atmospheric and ocean sciences. Ocean, when you say that, ocean is always in a state of dynamics. So you have the reflectance, and then there is a refraction. You have studied in your higher secondary, refraction, reflection, and basic thing can be, these are the basis for your remote sensing. In fact, if I ask you that I am standing here, how do I know that you are standing here? I am not coming and touching you. Or how a photographer takes the photograph. Same is the thought process you have to have. Visible light. It is basically the visible, right? And these are the sensors you have on board the satellite, because satellite is similar to your body. On that, now you have eyes. There you have eyes which are working in the visible spectrum, IR spectrum, and microwave spectrum. And the interaction of these with the atmosphere and the ocean or the land is different. And basically we say albedo or reflectance. So we have done a lot of work, and then most of the work have been published in international journals. Always remember that you need to. In fact, engineering colleges were not concentrating on research at all. You were always having the students and then teaching, and then they are coming out and they are taking job and going. But then I would say that as an education institution, you have to have a strong component of research. And that is where engineering students can do research and then come out with the new sensors. You can, in fact, IIT Chennai, IIT, Kanpur, they all develop such sensors, and ISRO is more than happy to fund those projects. So please do that. And in fact, because Joseph Voss College and this engineering institute come together, it's basically a good unison wherein you have science and engineering coming together. Because when 2 disciplines come together, you will have some product. If you say that you are a mechanical engineering, and then I will do only mechanical engineering, nothing will come out. You need to see that you are, intersecting with the mechanical and then of course electrical or let's say electronics, then you will have a product. So that is what we encourage in our research park. So therefore I would say that please take a project. Little, I'll say that in this country there is no dearth of money for research. Little spark is enough. You just write a small, I started with that. I still remember that when I wrote a small project on radiative transfer model, and I submitted under something called Respond. ISRO has a program called Respond program, and basically to encourage all the academicians across the country to submit a proposal and get the fund. I submitted under Respond program, and it so happened that I was overwhelmed when I was called by Space Application Center and asked me, this is in 96 I would say, 96, 97, and said that you make a presentation. I would say that I am going, it's almost like a cat going in front of a lion, because they are all by birth, they are all working on the ISRO or space related activity, and I have absolutely no idea about that. I just started working on little aspect of space science. I went there, made a presentation in front of a galaxy of scientists. I would say that I asked only 6 lakhs. And after the presentation, Dr. Navalgund came forward and he said that we are not going to give you 6 lakhs. I was so down. He said that instead of 6 lakhs, we are going to give you 25 lakhs. So this is the way I started my research. And then I have never looked back. I will also tell you that ISRO scientists are, best example is our Uday Raj. ISRO scientists are ready to help anyone. So I got almost all help from scientists especially ISRO scientists, SAC, Space Applications Center, Space Physics Laboratory, then Bangalore. Scientists from across the country, I got help. And let me also tell you one thing. One of the characteristics of ISRO scientists is that they have no time limit for work, because if you ask them, you come at 6, they'll be at 6 a.m. So if at 9 a.m., I have the unique opportunity of interacting with them when I go for review work, wherein, when I find that they are working, I also start working there. And 9 o'clock, 9:30, only thing is that when I'm in Ahmedabad, I get around 8:30, 9, I get a black coffee, very good coffee, filter coffee I get, and I again work along with them. So that I have cultivated here. That has actually helped me in developing my own, university here. I developed a laboratory. Many facilities have been developed. Therefore, I also became workaholic like ISRO scientist. You have seen that when Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji had come to address after Chandrayaan 3, everybody, all the scientists are there at 6 a.m. in the morning, and then they are all looking fresh. Because it's almost like when you do something which is close to your heart, you will never feel tired. That is what ISRO scientists. So their culture is really good, because ISRO scientists, I find that if there are 3,000 or more than scientists, all are working for one goal, unlike in other institutions. I don't want to name any other institution. Therefore, the product output is very less. And one of the worst thing India has done is that separating research institution from academic institution, unlike in the case of West. Because in West, all the research institutions and academic institutions are together. Therefore, the good research products are coming, and the students are also getting exposure to the all the recent output, etc. So therefore, I would say that it's actually a good initiative that this college and Joseph has taken up. And this is the need of the hour. As I said earlier, this is the need of the hour. There are lots to be done. If you are dealing with optical sensor, you have something called atmospheric correction. And I would also say that Government of India has already allocated crores. I can't say that how many crores of rupees for blue economy, wherein space technology has a large application. And I'll also tell you that on the basis of the research we have carried out, the algorithm, which I think somebody has mentioned that the algorithm developed, and using that algorithm now we are trying to identify potential fishing zone in the inland water. Okay, it's going to come, and our idea is that we will have the satellite data, process that, it will be there on the university website, and we are going to train the fisher folk here. Around 25% of Goan population is fisher folk. So we'll train them and say that you download this image on your the handset, and then they will have a GPS, say that this is the place where you can cast your net so that you get the maximum catch. That means with the less draining of your pocket, you will get the maximum catch. So lab to land, or how satellite data can percolate to the common man. So that is the kind of approach we have. That is done. And then for Navy related aspect we have done. And of course we are also working in terms of aerosol. Aerosol, in fact, you may not be knowing, aerosols are the particles in the atmosphere. And we could see that when there was an accidental fire in Taligawa Plateau, the black carbon BC particles emitted to the atmosphere was around 8,000 nanograms per meter cube. That was late in the evening, and in the night when the atmosphere becomes cold and it comes down, air density increases, it comes down. So when somebody goes for a morning walk, he is breathing this. So all this kind of information you can always the satellite data could be utilized for many aspects. Therefore, once again, I'm so happy, and I'm, thanking all of you to come out with this concept and see that we take more and more projects from ISRO, and let the application of this goes to solve some of the common problems, facing by the state. Thank you so much, and once again, I thank for inviting me for the opportunity, and especially to meet some of my old friends and of course my students. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir, for your inspiring words. As a mark of our sincere appreciation for your valuable presence today, I request Father Lucio Dias to present a token of appreciation to our chief guest, Professor Harilal Menon. Thank you, Father. Thank you, sir. I request Reverend Father Agnello Gomes to present a token of appreciation to our guest of honor, Mrs. Brenda Fernandez. Thank you, Father. Collaboration is the key to progress, and when institutions come together with a shared vision, they lay the foundation for a future of innovation, knowledge, and growth. Today marks a significant milestone as Padre Cosasao College of Engineering and St. Joseph Vaz College formalize their partnership through the signing of a Memorandum of Understanding. With this signing, we embark on a new journey of collaboration, innovation, and academic synergy. May this partnership lead to groundbreaking research, enhanced learning experiences, and a future filled with opportunities for students and faculty alike. We will now be having the signing of the Memorandum of Understanding. Requesting the volunteers to kindly get the papers. Heartfelt congratulations to both the institutions on this occasion and looking forward to impactful initiatives that will emerge from this collaboration. Thank you so much. To provide a brief overview of this National Summit on Geospatial Technology, I now invite Reverend Father Bolmax Pereira, convener, to share his insight on the event's objectives and significance.
Good morning, everyone, and a warm welcome to the National Summit on the theme Shaping a Sustainable Future with Geospatial Technology. We are thrilled to see so many distinguished guests, experts, professionals, students, and enthusiasts from across the geospatial domain joining us for this important event. Over the next 2 days, we have a packed program designed to explore the transformative power of geospatial technologies and their crucial role in building a sustainable future. This summit, a collaborative effort of St. Joseph Vaz College, Padre Conceição College of Engineering, and the Goa Remote Sensing Center, promises to be an engaging and enriching experience for all. Our program kicked off this morning with registration, followed by the formal inaugural session. We will then have the privilege of hearing from Professor F.M. Nadav, who will deliver the keynote address on geospatial technology transforming Goa. The afternoon of day 1 will be dedicated to technical session 1, moderated by Ms. Maya D'Souza. This session will feature presentations on topics ranging from the geospatial technological possibilities for sustainable resource development by Dr. Uday Raj to open source data initiatives like the amche.in, a citizens portal presented by Mr. Marlon Rodriguez. A panel discussion will follow, providing an opportunity for an interactive dialogue and exchange of ideas. The afternoon will continue with hands-on training sessions led by Mr. Krishna Lodha and Mr. Malcolm Afonso, offering a practical experience with cutting-edge geospatial tools and techniques. The day will conclude with a cultural program in the evening. Day 2 will be equally stimulating. Technical session 2, moderated by Mr. Malcolm Afonso, will begin the day featuring presentations on topics such as integrated approach in atomic energy for a sustainable future by Dr. R.K. Singh and One Map Goa by Mr. Vitoba Sawant. A panel discussion will again provide a platform for further exploration of these critical issues. Concurrently, we will also have poster presentations showcasing the innovative work of students and researchers. The afternoon of day 2 will feature technical session 3, moderated by Ms. Joanna Pires. This engaging session will provide an opportunity to the participants to interact over topics like how geospatial technology can enable community resilience and disaster preparedness in Goa and lead to drawing up of blueprint for a way forward. Further, the hands-on training sessions led by Mr. Malcolm Afonso and Mr. Krishna Lodha will equip the participants with geospatial tools. Finally, the summit will culminate in a valedictory session where we summarize key takeaways, express our gratitude to all participants and contributors, and formally close the event. We encourage you all to actively participate in all the sessions, engage with the speakers, network with fellow attendees, and make the most of this opportunity to learn, share, and collaborate. We are confident that this summit will contribute significantly to advancing the field of geospatial technology and its application in creating a more sustainable future. We wish you all a productive and inspiring 2 days. Thank you.
Thank you, Father. Every successful event is the result of dedication, effort, and teamwork. To express our gratitude to all those who contributed to this summit, I now invite Dr. Jayalakshmi Devte, the co-convener and the head of the Department of Electronics and Computer Engineering, to deliver the vote of thanks.
Good morning, respected chief guest, honorable guest of honor, esteemed speakers, distinguished guests, faculty members, students, and valued attendees. Today feels special, and it is not just because we have gathered some of the brightest minds in GIS under one roof, though it's certainly a part of it. It is because of the energy and enthusiasm I see in this room. It is my profound privilege to extend heartfelt vote of thanks on behalf of organizing committee for the National Summit on GIS. First and foremost, I would like to express our deepest gratitude to our chief guest, Professor Harilal Menon, Honorable Vice Chancellor of Goa University, for gracing the inaugural session with his presence and inspiring us with an insightful address. Your words have set the perfect tone for this event. To the Director of Goa State Remote Sensing Center, Mrs. Brenda Fernandez, your vision for sustainable development through technology isn't just ambitious, it is necessary. Thank you for showing us what's possible when we dream big. We are also deeply thankful to our keynote speakers, resource persons whose expertise will shape the discussions over the next 2 days. Your dedication to advancing the geospatial technology and your willingness to share your knowledge will undoubtedly inspire and challenge all of us to explore new horizons. This summit has been made possible by combined efforts of St. Joseph's College and Padre Constantino College of Engineering and the Goa State Remote Sensing Center. Your collaboration has turned this vision into reality, and we are grateful for your unwavering support and commitment. We would also want to thank management of both the colleges, whose encouragement and resources have been integral to the success of this event. We extend our sincere appreciation to our media partners, the Goan Reporter, and our hospitality partner, Palmera Dorado Resort. A special mention goes to all the hardworking members of the committees, the organizing committee, academic committee, technical committee, hospitality committee, publicity and outreach committee, and the student coordination committee. Your tireless efforts behind the scenes have ensured that everything runs seamlessly, and we could not have asked for a better teamwork. Finally, a huge thank you to our participants. Your enthusiasm and engagement are what make this event truly meaningful. We look forward to insightful discussions, knowledge sharing, a meaningful collaboration over next 2 days. Once again, thank you all for your presence and support. Let us make this an enriching and memorable experience together. Thank you for being the part of this journey.